Hey everybody, welcome back to Gooseberry Homestead. It's nighttime! And look at this hot mess going on my little farmhouse table. Okay, so I'm doing some crafting in here. And I pulled out my Scan and Cut 2 last night. I had listed my baby lock. It's over here, right there. My son's over there playing video games, so I don't really want to show him, but he, right there. And I listed that for sale because we need some bills paid, and we got car payments coming up, and we really need that to sell. And so, I'm not going to be listing it. I'm not listing it like on eBay or on my Etsy or anything like that. I'm listing it locally, kind of like on those forums like Let It Go and that sort of thing. So I don't feel like incurring a bunch of eBay fees and all those kind of things. So I decided to go ahead and just list it locally for sale. And I don't feel like fussing with going to the post office and that sort of thing. I want it to be somebody comes, they want it, they try it out, they check it out, they see how it works, that sort of thing. They buy it. They know what they're getting. I'm not fussing with milling things this time. So anyways, that item's worth selling. This item, I did some searching on eBay to see what the Scan Cut 2 was selling for. And I was only seeing people listing them for around relatively about 200, maybe 250 max for this particular model. And there might have been some other models in there as well. The one that's just under this that you could have gotten like through normal purchases online. But this one is actually the other one that you can get at the dealerships, like the sewing machine dealerships and that sort of thing. So it was considerably more money. And in fact, we were getting ready to move back in 2016 when my husband got out of the military, active duty, and we had, I had money down on a sewing machine that I really want, which I still want, but one day, not right now. So I decided to not have to worry about making payments long distance, back to Colorado for this sewing machine. So I decided to go ahead and just trade the money over to a different item. And so I went ahead and just put the money onto this. And I didn't know what to think about this. Somebody's getting cereal after having dinner. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. All right. Distractions and noise and crinkling and cereal pouring. Okay. So anyways, I got the machine and I came home with it. I opened it up. I took it out of the box. I set the box on the floor, and I had this up on the thing, and I just stared at it for like a couple months. Or not even a couple, like a month. And anyways, my box was on the floor. So my box, something happened. I don't know what. We had a leak or something. And the box got water on it. So there's some water damage on the box. But this was not on the floor. So this didn't have anything wrong with it. But I kept the box, dried it out, packed this up in it when we went to move. And so if I ever decided I wanted to sell it and keep it with the box, because I hadn't used it yet, it was brand new, they would ask what the water was, and they would think that it had water damage. And so I was like, just great, because I'm one of those people that I like to keep the boxes. When I buy something, I like to try to keep the boxes nice, or at least as nice as I possibly can without water damage. So anyways, this just sat there. So we moved here to the Pacific Northwest, and I didn't touch it. I pulled it out finally last year sometime, and the box is out in the garage still, but I didn't touch the machine. I brought it in the house, put it under my my under cabinet in the living room, and I kept telling myself, I'm gonna look at the manual. I'm gonna do that. And so I decided to go ahead and watch a couple videos last night. Pulled out my box, which is right here, and I started to see how people are using it and kind of get a little bit. I'm more of a visual learner, so and a hands-on learner. So I decided to go ahead and give it a go and try this all out. Well, now my dog's being needy and wanting dog food or treats or something. You're just gonna have to wait, Walter. See, I'm re-recording because my phone ran out of stuff, and Walter was being a pest at the first one. He kept wanting outside and then coming in and all this and all that, and now all these other things are happening. So anyways, I messed up today when I was using it. And a lot of people do that when they're first learning this. I'm thinking maybe, hopefully. Hopefully I'm not the only one. But I used a deep cut blade, and I was supposed to use the turquoise blade. And I used the purple one, which is right here under all my stuff. This one. I used this one. And I cut my my mat right here. And I'll show you. And I started making a snowflake, and that's what it looks like now. So, and that's under, I have the heavy mat on top, and I had my sweater all up on all of this, so the stickiness kind of has gone away a little bit. I needed to just wipe it off a little bit, and I think the stickiness will come back. But this is a standard mat, and then they have these extra little heavy tack mats that you put over the top of the standard mat. This is what mine came on this little green piece here. And so I've got an extra one back here, right there, and then I have another mat, but that's a low tack mat right there, and I think that's got a pink edge, and this one has a purple edge, like that. So, and I think there's another one, there's a medium, this one's medium, and then this is heavy, these little parts here. I think there's that one's a low tack, I think. I don't know. And then I have just a standard scan mat. And so that has a piece that is connected to the top, and it's under this one over here, but it flips up. There's a clear piece that flips up to hold whatever it is that you're wanting to scan, so it doesn't like mess up or anything like that when you put it into the machine to scan in the image. So I'm learning all of this, and I've got my manual open, and this is what I've got for the canvas that I picked up, and I'll show you the canvas here in a second. And so a paint canvas, so this is what I'm using right here, is this paint canvas, Frederick's paint canvases. So this is canvas pad. I got this at Hobby Lobby. It was like $9.99 or something like that. And I got them when they were on sale, so I got like 40 or 50% off, which was really awesome. So one side is the raw canvas on this side, and this side is gessoed for painting. What I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to be painting both sides. So I just need to paint the other side white before I add the next color. That way it's like an even painting. I might even still have some gesso out in my art supplies because I was an art major in college, and I've had gesso and stuff like that throughout the years in my home. And so I'm going to be combining like my love of art with my craft stuff and crafting and that sort of thing, because I'd gotten this and I was so intimidated by it, and I decided to go ahead and put it to work for me because I didn't think that it was worth listing for sale like listing my sewing machine. And I decided to go ahead and use up stuff I have around the house. I have felt that I can use too, and cut that up. And so I have like this OCD with mixing my digital products with my physical products. And even though I have some of my finished scarves listed on Etsy with Lola Dolce, I figure they go because they're scarves, and that I'm selling those kind of patterns. But ultimately, Lola Dolce doesn't have to necessarily be just crochet and sewing patterns. It can also be any other kind of digital type of shop is what I'm going for with my Lola Dolce. I have sold other tangible items on there, but it's generally not something I really want to do. I kind of want to keep them separate, and I'm not sure if it's a OCD type. It's probably an OCD type thing, just keeping them separate. But I have my other Etsy shop that is called the Christmas Market. And I just made it a couple of years. I made it around the same time I bought this machine back in 2016, but I haven't sold anything on it yet. because I haven't listed anything for sale on it really. So I just listed some items that I cut out today, which are hearts. You can see these are the silhouettes of what I cut out, and I finally found what works for this canvas here, which are for this type of canvas that I got at Hobby Lobby. It's 6.25 or yeah, about 6.25. So just over 6 for the blade setting, and then the cut pressure is about 3, and everything just comes apart perfectly. And so I've got all this mess, everything. I was doing test cuts and learning to ruin things. And here's some of the snowflakes that I had tried to do, but not enough pressure with these ones. So let me go over here and I'll show you. I'm going to get this all cleaned up because I want to make some more tonight. Here's my little scrap pile. But some of these are really fun, and I figure I could even use these like on a painting or something like that outside of this. Or, you know, figure out something. So I'm going to take you over to the, my little Christmas tree. Ignore the game. But this is what I made today, right here. These little, hearts and stuff. I need to make another one for this set because one of them actually is broken a little bit. And I think it's this one here. It was up in these areas somewhere. It didn't cut very well. That was before I got the setting correct. And so it's a little bit more fuzzy, and there's a little break right here. And so that one will be one I keep for myself, but I need to make another one because I'm going to be selling these as sets. And what I'm going for in my Christmas market is, I'm going for more like, I'm going for, like ornaments, Christmas ornaments. Because if you've ever been to the Christmas markets in Europe, every booth had a theme or has a theme if you've never seen it. And so some will have just chocolates or just truffles or just beads or cookies or they all vary. Christmas ornaments, some of them are just wooden Christmas ornaments. Some of them are just glass ornaments. Some of them are a combination of both. So you have anything from food to knickknacks to some booths were just stuff from Scotland. Some booths were just Russian items from Russia, like Russian crafts, like the little nesting dolls and other little things. So they would have different kind of booths, which was really cool. And so I've decided that I want to focus on like ornaments and like decor items for in the house. And so I'm going to be using the Scan and Cut along with the canvas. I'm going to be painting those because those are just kind of stuck on that little tree right now. And so I'm going to be painting those. One of my friends is wanting to buy them from me already. And so I went ahead and listed it on Etsy, and I'll include a link. And she wants 3 red and 3 white. So I'm selling them in packs of 6. $12 straight up, free shipping. And that way, I'm getting paid for my time, and it takes me close to an hour to make it and list it on Etsy. So I'm getting paid basically minimum wage just to list one set. And so if I start trying to do more and more and more every day, and I start working like, this is like my job, and I get out all the sets that I need to get out for like what you would standardly say is like a work day. And then I spend hours taking photos and uploading and doing all the writing for all the stuff on Etsy for the description and all of that. You got to be creative, and I'm not always so creative. And then painting. So I'm offering them straight up just flat like this, and then people can choose what colors they want their pack of 6 to be. My friend, she wants hers to have half and half. So on my Etsy, I have it set up so that you pick one color. However, if you are seeing this YouTube post or video, and you like what you see, and you like what you hear, hopefully. Maybe not me stammering and saying all the wrong words, but but that you like what you see, and you would like to get one of these items that I'm going to be creating, and I'll have multiple things in my Etsy shop. You can just message me. Let me know if you're wanting a specific color. Say you want glitter added onto it too. And I could totally accommodate. I'm willing to work with anybody on this type of thing. And with being an art major, I can do probably almost any kind of thing. And I would be up for the challenge. So anyways, you guys, thanks for sticking around and seeing my messy mess. I've been trying to pick up after my kidlets and stuff. And so today everything just kind of got messy in the living room and stuff with listing items and lawn chairs being in the living room. Hey, what do you do? Gives us extra seating. So anyways, you guys, thanks so much for watching this super duper long video. And I'm not really planning on doing any tutorials on how to use it or anything like that. But I will update you guys with what new things that I have created. And then I will tag a link in the description box so that you all can see what I'm going to be making. But this is kind of like my, hey y'all, this is what I'm doing right now. Craft wise, I do need to get another crochet video out. So I'll probably be working on that sometime this week or next week. And just been super, super busy. So anyways, I'm going to get this mess on my table, my Bible, all of this stuff all cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? And get everything put away. Or at least because I want to do a little bit more work tonight. And then I'm going to hit the sack. I'm going to hit the sack early tonight because I am exhausted. I'm tired. So anyways, you guys, love you all. Comment, like, and subscribe. Click that bell button. And have a wonderful night or day. And I will see y'all again. Bye. God bless.